Thank you, good students, again for finding this time. Just want us shortly to discuss on half yearly and quarterly interest. Remember, we've looked at the compound interest, but remember the compound interest can also be calculated in terms of yearly, which is half yearly, and also quarterly, depending on the particular question. So today, let us go through this particular area where we look at how to work problems related to a half yearly and quarterly interest, and so maybe monthly, and so on and so on. So I'll approach this particular area using a question, and the question here goes that shillings 20,000 is deposited in a bank at a rate of 6% per annum compound interest. If the interest is added half yearly, find the amount after 2 years. So I want us to master this term, half yearly. Find the amount of money after 2 years. So I'll provide background information. And for this case, remember this, that sometime interest is charged or earned half yearly or quarterly. Remember this, when interest is paid half yearly, it means there are 2 installments paid in a year, because a year has 2 halves right together. So the installments are going to be 2 for that particular question if it is done halfly. Similarly, if the interest is paid quarterly, it means that there are 4 installments paid in a year. That means that there are 4 quarters in 1 year, and therefore the interest is going to be accruing 4 times in that particular year, provided that that question is or that interest is actually computed or quarterly. So in this case, those cases where you find it's either half, it's either quarterly, it's either monthly. So in this case, what happened is that the interest is the rate. The interest, in this case, the interest rate is divided by the number of installments. Remember, the rate is divided by the number of installments, while the time is multiplied by the number of installments. So in this case, when it's done half a year or quarterly a year or monthly, then it means the rate is going to be divided by the number of installments, and then the time is going to be multiplied by the number of installments. And that's why that particular compound interest formula now reduces to amount is equals to principal 1 plus the rate over 100, but this one is going to be divided by k. Then the time is n, which is going to be multiplied by k. Remember, k is the number of installments. For example, if the interest is actually accruing half a yearly, that means k is going to be 2. If the interest is accruing quarterly, then it means k is going to be 4. If the interest is accruing monthly, then it means k is going to be 12. So we are going to divide rate by the number of installments per year, and then the time is going to be multiplied by the number of installments per year. Now, back to our question, we can look at the solution quickly. Now, remember from this question, the principal is 20,000. That is the money that is deposited. The rate is 6% per annum here, and then n is the number of years, and the years there is 2. So once we know this, then we substitute this information into this particular formula. And before then, remember for this case, k is equals to 2. K equals to 2. K equals to 2 because we are halving it, half yearly. So once you have done that, we can substitute this one. Remember, this 20,000 is the principal, 1 plus 6. Then 100 times 2 becomes 200. And then n was 2 times 2, now goes to 4. Then working out this, we get that the amount after years that is compounded half yearly is going to be 22,000 510 and 18 cents. And I believe anytime you meet such questions, that is the clear procedure that you follow so that you can solve this particular question in an easy and a simpler way. Remember to be part of my class by subscribing so that you can be notified on time whenever a new video is uploaded. Thank you and wish you well.